hours of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just
Topper.
Off play action. Throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, Randall. Desmond King making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Rowe. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
70, Indy.
154. It's a party now.
Ready.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Down. 60 or.
Check.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rousseau. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Now!
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
Go!
50. Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
5.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Tight end right. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Hey, high 7. Now.
To throw on 2nd down, Rousseau. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Let's go, V, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
49. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
Tyler, 64, weak.
He's crazy.
He's Griffin.
They'll run on first down. Randall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the gun, Rowe. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Rowe. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Rowe. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross. Touchdown number 22 on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Protein spill.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, this is Jackson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rousseau. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Man left. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
Five. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Rousseau. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Rousseau. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Rousseau. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Mixon. And an alley to run. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. On the arm.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Rowe. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what it... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Rock, deep grip.
2nd and 13. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Rousseau. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Smooth.
Pick it up. Fofo's the Mike. Mike Fofo. Let's go, let's go. 44.
Get it.
On third down, Rowe. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 23 here on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
15 line. Blue draw Corkers.
Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Orbit. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Is the mic.
You must be dreaming. Hey, Zoo. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Rousseau. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Tight right, tight right. Hey. 4 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rousseau into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And bring it.
Greystone travel.
Turn up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 33-yard line.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Echo. Hey.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
Don't get nervous.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Rowe.
Y'all playing long football.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun. Rowe. He finds Coleman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down,
70 Indy.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All day.
Get it.
Off play action. Rowe That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
To throw on third down, Rousseau. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I got him.
On fourth down, Rousseau. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Now Parkey for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rousseau. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Go.
24 is the mark. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Rousseau. He's going to look deep down the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Rousseau. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This is taken at the 23. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here is Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. This will be fielded at the 17. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 26-yard line.
Got it? 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got you, punk.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Once more, here's Eckler. Finding room at the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
70, Indy.
Pick it up, G.
Hey, lock it. Big grip.
On first down, Rousseau. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Kill. Slam. Check three.
Let's go.
On the run, this is Jackson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go now. 60 or. Hey, exit.
Check tight.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down, Rousseau. And it's complete. Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right.
Hey, Haywood.
We got 3.
Off the play fake. Rousseau. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Look at me. Go. Hey, wahoo.
Check Mike 57. I got it. 57. Mike 57.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Yes.
Second and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
4 down, 4 down. Shit!
Rock it. Hey.
Blow.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals,